Welcome, one and all. This is Elder Walker.
And Elder Anderson.
Here with your Monday morning voice recording. I couldn't think of anything good. This week was actually really good. I'll start with the funny story from this week. So, to give some background on this story, when missionaries leave areas, they go around and say goodbye to people. And then in this area, the new assistant gets here while the last two are still here. So you're in, there are three people in your companionship for a few days. And usually when that happens, the assistant that's leaving or getting transferred usually is going around saying goodbye to people. And that means you get to go around and say hello to people if you're the new assistant. And so that happened to Elder Miles. An assistant was getting transferred, and so there were three of them, and he was going around saying goodbye to everybody in the ward. And they went by this family called the Parkers. And they knock on the door, and right as soon as they open up, Elder Miles walks in and gets shot in the head with a Nerf dart. And they proceeded to have a mini Nerf war. So, fast forward to Elder Miles last week, and I had just gotten some Nerf guns for Christmas, and I looked at Elder Miles and I said, "Elder, we need to go, when you go say goodbye to the Parkers, we need to go shoot them with these Nerf guns. That'd be so funny. It'd be the perfect way for you to go out." And he got really excited, and then for some reason Elder Miles wasn't able to go over to their house to say goodbye. We said goodbye to them at church on Sunday. So we didn't have the opportunity to go shoot them with the dart guns. But I was still committed to the cause. So Elder Anderson got here, and I thought, well, we can go introduce Elder Anderson and still shoot the kids with the Nerf guns. So that's what we did. We texted Sister Parker. Well, the Parkers came and said goodbye to Elder Miles when he was at the airport, and then I said out loud, I was like, "Elder, now we can't go shoot the Parkers' kids with Nerf guns." And Sister Parker was like, "Well, you still could. I didn't hear anything," just kind of playing it off, more or less inviting us to come shoot their kids with Nerf guns. And so then this past week, we were sitting there, and I looked at Elder Anderson. I'd already told him this idea, and I looked at him and said, "Elder, we need to go shoot the Parkers today." And so we head over to the Parkers' house. Oh, before that, we're trying to find the best places to hide the guns. So we went all gangster and stuck one in our waistband of our pants, just stuck it in the back, and then hid the other one in our big winter jackets. Then we knocked on the door, and oh wait, did I already talk about the text I sent? I don't think I did.
I don't think so.
So, flashback. Sorry, I'm getting all out of order. I texted Sister Parker and was like, "Hey, can we come over so your kids can meet Elder Anderson? #Nerf War." And then she laughed quite a bit and was like, "Yeah, you can come in quotations introduce Elder Anderson or whatever." So now, fast forward or back to when we knock on their door. And so we're packing some heat. We knock on the door, and they open up, and we look inside, and all the chairs are already flipped over. And we walk in, and we don't really know what's going on, and then all of a sudden all these darts start flying at us. All these Nerf darts just start whizzing past our heads. So at this point, what were your thoughts, Elder Anderson?
I was just confused at why all these little kids were shooting me, but I whipped out my gun, just shot a couple little kids right in the forehead. It was great.
Oh, it was so funny. They didn't know we had Nerf guns, and so they thought that we were asking to use their Nerf guns, and so they had set out these tiny one-shot Nerf guns for us to use, and they had these huge Nerf guns that shot really fast and pretty hard, and they're just they're hiding behind all these chairs and just shooting at us. And so we, like Elder Anderson said, we just whip out our guns and start shooting as fast as we can with our little Nerf guns, and we start like diving behind chairs and running around. And then we realized it was really hot with our winter jackets on, so we both took our jackets off. Well, we were also sitting on heaters because that's where they set up our chairs. So we were sitting on heaters trying to not get shot by Nerf guns. And so we were like running around, and Elder Anderson and I both got shot in the eye. It was just super fun. But we turned it into an object lesson. We made everybody relate Nerf gun wars to the gospel. And they actually came up with a lot of really good answers. Like darts are your testimony, and you better have multiple testimonies of different things, or else you're toast when the adversary comes and attacks. Your testimony is kind of like your offense. And then somebody else said that the dart gun's like your faith, because if you don't have faith, you can't even use your testimony to shoot the adversary and stuff like that. So don't worry, Mom, we still related it to the gospel. So yeah, that was probably that was a highlight from the week. But then we've also had a ton of opportunities to give priesthood blessings this week. This week I was able to help with 5 priesthood blessings, and 3 of them were to non-members, which is really cool. And then the week before that, we gave 2 more. So it's been really cool. We've had a big focus on obedience in our mission, and I think it's helped a ton, and given us a lot more opportunities to teach people that are ready for the gospel. And I think we're just a lot more confident to follow promptings because we're more in tune with the Spirit. And like when the Spirit prompts us to ask them if they want a blessing, we do it, and most of the time they say yes. Only had one guy say no. But yeah, it's been really, really cool. And giving priesthood blessings to non-members and even members really softens their heart, and it makes it really easy to teach them about the gospel because they feel of that restored priesthood power. So the one lady that we gave a blessing to last week that was like healed instantly, like her headache and her throat like ache or whatever went away completely right after the blessing ended. And now the Spanish elders are teaching her, and she's really solid. She read the entire restoration pamphlet before they came over for the first lesson and stuff like that. So it's been really cool to see how the priesthood can soften people's hearts. And it's opened a lot of doors for us to strengthen our testimonies of the priesthood, which is awesome for us overall. There was a lady last night. We knocked on her door after visiting with a less active family. We gave 2 blessings at that less active family's house. Then we went to this next lady. We were trying to talk to her son, but she was there, and she was like, yeah, I just don't feel very good right now. And then then Elder Anderson offered to give her a priesthood blessing, and she's like, yeah, sure. Turns out she went to the LDS church for a little bit, and so she knew a little bit about priesthood blessings, but he gave her the blessing and she started crying, and it was super powerful. So, once again, everyone, the priesthood is real. Anything to add? No. He shook his head no. Yeah, it's been super awesome out here. But I love you guys. Have a good week. Bye.